a teenager told you she likes listening to Jay-Z and Lady Gaga, there'd be nothing strange about that, right?
But what if that same teenager had already shared a stage with those big stars? You might not believe them if they said that. But when it comes to One Valley teen, believe it.
She is a music sensation in Japan while still working toward her high school diploma in Chandler.
Don't let this vocabulary log slip up on you because of spring break.
Mr. Horton's English class at Hamilton High in Chandler.
It will do
the class looks like a cross-section of America 2011. But one of the students lives a double life. Here in Arizona, Kylee Saunders is a typical teenager.
I've had to tell her to be quiet in class. Just as chatty as the next kid. She's a normal kid. It's got the rubric on back.
But there's more to this straight-A student than meets the eye. In Japan, she's a budding pop star. This is Kylee performing at the Summer Sonic International Music Festival in Tokyo. It's a side of her that many of her classmates know nothing about.
She's not the kind of person that would come in and say, look, I have a recording contract. I'm famous in Japan. No, that's not her at all.
You can't even tell unless you knew. Well, when she comes back from Japan, I always ask her, how was it? And she tells me, there's no bragging, people treat her the same. She's the same person.
Isabel and Kylee have been friends since freshman year.
We're really close. We share secrets and we do hang out a lot. I hang out with her the most.
Sometimes, like best friends do, they even finish each other's sentences.
And then I put mine up on the board and then everyone criticized it. It wasn't bad.
So how does an Arizona high schooler become a singing sensation in Japan? It all began with a Disney movie when she was a toddler.
I think it was Mulan, and Christina Aguilera sings Reflection, and that's when I fell in love. I fell in love with that song when I was 3, and I'd sing it every single day.
Kylee always liked to sing and dance and entertain at family get-togethers. But her parents knew she had a special gift when they got the karaoke machine.
Even before she could read, she would memorize the words, so the words would be going along and she wouldn't be able to read them, but she could memorize them and sing through the song.
At the ripe old age of 11 and her family living in Oregon at the time, she sang the national anthem before a Trailblazers basketball game. Despite the fact that it was her first time ever singing before anyone besides her family, let alone using a real microphone, she acted like she'd been there 1,000 times before.
And we walked in and she tapped me on the arm and she said, "Dad, I thought you said this place was going to be big."
It was a life-changing experience for young Kylee.
It was really the most moving experience I've ever had. Everything about the situation was just so awesome, and it was just an amazing feeling. So when I sang, I just immediately thought in my head I want to do this. I want to become a professional singer.
Executives at Sony Japan got wind of her performance on YouTube, and by the age of 12, she'd signed a professional recording contract. Thus began her Hannah Montana-like existence. During school vacations and long breaks, she flies with her mother, Aiko, to Japan for recording sessions, video shoots, and concerts. Then it's back to Arizona for classes and a normal teenage life.
I think that whole experience is really important for me too, being able to just go to regular school, coming home, and just living a normal life, I guess.
And despite what can be a hectic schedule, Kylee remains passionate about both music and school.
It really is an advantage to having my whole singing career in Japan and then having just that regular American lifestyle in the States.
At home, she's a big sister to her 10-year-old brother Tate. The same goes for her 12-year-old sister Ashley, who's an aspiring singer and actress on her own. And that's exactly how her parents want it.
We want her to be able to integrate, here in the U.S. and be able to do normal things that kids do every day. But then when she goes to Japan, be able to, live out that dream.
As for that dream, Kylee already has multiple singles, mini albums, and full-length albums, as well as the accompanying music videos under her belt. She's especially enjoying writing her own lyrics and melodies.
What I want to do as an artist is make people happy through my music and make people be able to listen and relate to like events or feelings I've had as a teenager.
And it seems like, to paraphrase an old song, her future's so bright, she's got to wear shades.
She's going to make some kind of contribution to society. And whether that contribution is, in a laboratory somewhere or on a stage somewhere, she'll make a mark.
For Kylee to be a singer, or if she decides to be a doctor, at some point, that's great too. I mean, we just want her to be happy and be successful.
Singing's awesome. Like, I love singing, and if I could do that for the rest of my life, that would be like the best thing, because music is like everything to me.
Wow, really blessed. I mean, to have parents that are supportive.
Yeah.
What a cool life.
The
Can
best
you imagine?
of both worlds, as he, yeah.
Absolutely. By the way, Kylee has a new single coming out. It's called Never Give Up.
Now, she wrote the song and says it's her motto and advice that everyone should use.
Get MyFoxPhoenix.com on your iPhone free at the App Store and stay connected.